All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Leesie, and we are going to be talking today about how to identify your true twin flame with accuracy. So many of you may have been looking on how to tell if this person is your true twin flame or false twin flame, or maybe you're just learning about twin flames and we're going to talk about what twin flames are as well. But I'm joined by some of my clients who have been studying this work. They are students of the teachings of union, and um, whether they consider it themselves or not, but they are very advanced students of the work. So I brought them on to share their perspective, and they're here to help you as well in this video. So um, we're going to introduce ourselves first, and let's see, there we go. So I'm Leesie. I've been on my twin flame journey since 2018. Um, and I started practicing this inner work and learning the teachings of union shortly after I met my twin flame, when it seemed like my world was kind of in a big upheaval, lots of dark nights of the soul, and kind of like everything seemed like it was falling apart. I couldn't understand what was really happening on my journey. And then when I found the teachings of union online and watched a few videos from my spiritual teachers, then everything really started making sense, and I felt so relieved and fell in love with the teachings themselves and the method of inner work that's taught at the school, and everything improved in my life as a result. And so that's why I decided to be a coach, because I just feel so passionate about this work and its ability to heal people. And um, I'm here to help you. And I think that's it on me. Let's hear from the others. Abby, would you like to introduce yourself next?
Sure. So I'm Abby. I started my twin flame journey in 2021. I grew up with my twin flame, so I've known him uh like my whole life. And after our breakup in 2020, I was really on a journey to kind of find myself again and also just kind of figure out what to do with my feelings. And so that's when I found the teachings of union, and it not only like helped me understand that I could have feelings, but also what to do with them, how to move through them, and then also kind of made everything with my twin flame make sense as well. And so for a place that I felt like I was going crazy and insane for a while, it was like, oh, there's other people that have experienced this too, and it's actually like a thing, and there's actually a path for it and stuff. And so I've been doing the work for a while, and that, kind of led to me like wanting to become a coach too, and kind of starting training and everything with that. And so, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Abby.
Hi, I'm Melissa, and I've been aware of twin flames since I would say about 2012. Um, I met my twin flame about 3 years ago, and I knew something was really different. Just like Abby, I felt like I was going crazy. Things were just so all over the place, hot and cold. I couldn't make any have any concrete knowledge about what was happening to me. And I experienced a really severe dark night of the soul, which actually led me to the teachings of union. And so I've been studying that and really working through and utilizing that in my life for the past 3 years.
Beautiful.
Yes, I can go next. Hi, my name is Maya. I've been on the Twin Flame journey since 2023, so almost 2 years, a little over 2 years. And when I first met my Twin Flame person, the person who sort of awakened me to this journey, I thought I lost my mind. I thought I was going clinically insane because I would run into them 30 times, like in a week or two, and all of these synchronicities were happening. No one could really help me understand what was going on and why I felt this inextricable, mysterious pull to this person. and how our life was like overlapping in so many ways. I really truly thought they were me in another body. And during this time, it was really hard for me because I felt like I couldn't really relate to a lot of people, friends or family. So I started to self isolate and watch a lot of tarot. It was like my
Me
only
too.
my guilty pleasure and my vice at the time. And in that pain and that isolation, I found Twin Flames Universe and I got matched with a coach. My coach is Leesie. And 2 years later, I have completely transformed and I've just fallen in love with the path of healing and self love and become much more of a peaceful person. So I'm really excited to be on this call with you and share what we've learned, what I've learned in 2 years of healing, and actually learn from a lot of the other students here too, because they've been on their journeys as well. And we all have a different piece of our union to share.
Cool. We have one more.
Hi everyone, I'm Sini and I've been on my twin flame journey, or I've been aware about twin flames since 2013 after my spiritual awakening, my Kundalini awakening, and then I met my twin flame 2015, so it's been 10 years. And this person is someone from my childhood as well, but I've met him in our adulthood. So this journey been really interesting. Indeed. So I met my twin flame 2015 and 2020, and we both been processing through like divorces and working through our life purposes, finances, and obviously I'm just going deeper into teachings of union. Last year, 2024, I was in USA and I met Jeff and Shalia and Leesie and all these girls here, and it was a wonderful, wonderful spiritual life summit. And also it was incredible to be at Daniel's and Christina's harmonious twin flame union, marriage, and a wedding. And it's so amazing to study the teachings of union, do the work. And I guess I would like to say that one of the biggest blocks to me being like feeling my feelings. And in order to do the mirror exercise and go deeper into the teachings of union, you got to feel your feelings. So this being one of the biggest blocks and challenges that I've been working on, but I'm so proud of here, everyone, other students and all coaches, and especially Leesie, helping me and guiding me on this journey. And I'm so grateful about Jeff and Shalia's teachings. I don't know any other um, tool that is so powerful as the mirror exercise is. So, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sini. And I just want to like say thank you once again to all of these amazing women who are here, who are, taking their weekend time to come together because we all really felt so much relief in these teachings, the teachings of union, and we want to share it with you. That's why we're here, is, you can't, if you find gold, you want to share it with others. And so the teachings that we practice again are called the Teachings of Union, and they were founded by Jeff and Shalia. And those are our spiritual teachers, and they wrote this book, Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover. This is the original edition, so I have it. It's signed by the authors, but it looks a little bit different. You can get it on Amazon. I'm also going to pop a link in the description under this video. But you're really going to want to get this book on your twin flame journey. It is a huge, like an encyclopedia all about twin flames, and it's got everything that you need to get your journey started and really understand what's going on, to kind of have a better sense of how to navigate some of the challenges that come up, and why those challenges are happening to begin with. But some of you who are watching are like curious, like, how do I identify my twin flame? Like, how do I know that this is my twin flame? And I know that that question comes from a place of you want to know that you're investing your love and energy into the right place. I guess that's what we all desire is we want to know if this person is the one because we want to be able to open up and love and etc. And one of the things I want to tell you is it's safe to love no matter what. Like even if it's a false twin flame, it's safe to love because that love is never lost from you. But there are 9 signs of a true twin flame, and we're going to go each of those 9, talk about them, um, and really kind of help you to get clear on the path of discovery of revealing who your twin flame is. So, 9 signs that you are with a true twin flame, and this is channeled. And before we read these, if you are in a twin flame experience and this person turns out to be a false twin, here's another caveat. Remember, your false twin flame can be the gateway to your true twin flame when you utilize the lessons and choose to heal the core blocks of your false twin flame. And let's begin. Okay, so number 1, first sign, your twin flame will feel familiar to you. Nobody in this world feels as familiar and as comfortable to you as your twin flame. Not even your parents can equal the familiarity and kinship you will feel with your twin flame. It may feel as though you have been friends for lifetimes, and this is absolutely true. Your closest human friend is your twin flame. All right. Anybody want to comment on that? Feel that familiarity with your twin flame?
Yes, I go.
Sure.
I want to share when I met my twin flame first time. When he saw me, um, he was not surprised. He was already like waiting for me. Somewhere deep down in his soul, he knew that he's gonna meet me. And same way I knew that I'm gonna meet something I couldn't like fully explain by words, but I just knew the feeling within me, my heart and my soul. And when we met, it was really um, like meeting and really like old friend, and more than a friend. You know, it's someone I felt like I've known him like forever. I felt like being me. I felt I was home. And also what I felt that I've always belonged being there beside him. He was cuddling me and, I was right in his arms. And, I just felt I've always belonged there because I have. We are twin flames. So, yes.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. I don't think I've ever heard that meeting story, your meeting story on your twin flame journey. What a beautiful experience you had. That's beautiful. I felt similar things. I just kind of felt this kind of energy where I was like, attracted to him and it felt like I could open up very fast. It was wonderful. I'm going to go to number 2. Your twin flame will share the same vision for their life as you do. Here's a caveat. I put like a little star in my book here. If you are unclear about everything, so too will your twin flame be unclear. They will want all the same things for themselves as you do. They will share a clear vision with you for your lives together if you do the work to create a clear vision. Their personal vision also complements and enhances your own. So that's really, really true. And I can also attest to the caveat where I was so unclear about where I wanted to go. I was going left, right, up, down. And I was kind of like looking at my twin flame to get clear about what he wanted to do, and then I would be clear. That's what I told myself. Oh, well, I'll get clear once they decide what they want to do. That's not how it works. It's because your twin flame is your mirror. They're created with the same soul essence as you. And so it's a process of getting clear and just be patient with yourself. Like I was trying to race to figure everything out, and I always kind of presented my discovery, but then it would change. And that's okay. That's how I learned and discovered, you know, my soul's design. It's a process, and just be patient with yourself in the process. But your twin flame is going to fit in perfectly with you when you get clear, and let yourself take the time that you need to get clear. It's okay. Does anybody want to add to that comment?
Yeah, I can add. I kind of resonate with this as well. When I first met my twin flame, I was really super unclear about my life purpose and what I wanted to do, and he reflected that as well. He had no idea what he wanted to do, the type of person he wanted to be. We're both actually in service-oriented careers at the moment, but the more I do the inner work, the clearer I'm getting on my life purpose. And I know that it'll reflect with him too. But I just wanted to reassure people that it's okay to be where you're at. And if you're not totally clear with your life purpose, it will come as you
Mm,
discover yourself through the inner work. So.
yeah. What happens if like twin flames try to skip over all of that and try to get together? Like, is that okay, do you think, to get together before you're clear on what your purpose is? Anybody can answer, I guess.
Your union just amplifies whatever energy is in your consciousness. So if you have like confusion and loss and distraction and doubt, it's only going to make it 2 times like more, I guess, palpable. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it because there's no wrong way to take this journey. Like you're going to take it with God each step of the way, and everyone learns differently. Like some people want to learn through speed, and some people want to learn through gentleness and slowness. Some people, desire to learn a little bit more before they jump in, and other people just want to go straight into it. So I don't think there's a wrong way, but it can be challenging if you don't have some of the core pieces, like knowing who you are, knowing your life purpose, having a really stable foundation underneath your life where you don't need to lean on your twin for any kind of stability or love. Those are
Yeah,
those are very important.
that's beautifully put. That's really beautifully put. I agree with you. I feel like, you could do either or. I know Jeff and Shalia, our teachers, they got together first and then they developed their life purpose. But before they got together, they did have some clarity about kind of the direction they wanted to go. But then once they got together, even more clarity came. And so, like you said, it's it's fine both ways. Um and I think I just think I want to speak to like the audience. If you're depending, like kind of like what you're pointing at, Maya, if you're depending on your twin flame to bring that clarity for you, I think that can cause some blocks, but all blocks can be worked through. So thank you. All right, I'm gonna go to number 3. Your twin flame will desire the same things as you from life. They will want to live similar experiences and gain similar understandings. They will not desire everything exactly as you do because they're not a carbon copy of you. And I'm actually going to read number 4 because it really aligns. Your lifestyle choices will align easily with your twin flame if you take the time to get clear. Here's that getting clear again on your choices together and individually. So, like, maybe I'd love to hear from any of you what your interpretation of this is. But like for me, um, it's kind of like when I think of lifestyle choices, I think of like health and wellness and things that you like to eat. You might not eat exactly the same way, but like if you're health conscious, if you value health, then your twin flame also is going to value that. And you might be like a vegetarian and they might be a meat eater, but you're both like on the inside valuing health. Um, and your choices will align. Like those two aren't mutually exclusive. You can absolutely, you know, live one life together. I know a couple, a twin flame couple that like one was a meat eater, one was a vegan, and then they kind of evolved naturally into just being vegetarian together. So it's there's no right way, but it's like you and your twin flames lifestyle choices can combine easily. And I know some people, this actually goes into the religion question, like can you be in harmony with your twin flame if you share different religions? The answer is yes, absolutely, because you're complementary. Like maybe one of you is a Buddhist and the other one is a Christian, and you can learn things from each other. And on the inside, you're just one. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you ladies if you want to share anything that came up there, maybe.
I would like to speak to that actually.
Hmm.
So on the topic of religion and spiritual practice, I've been discovering different variables throughout my life. I've gone from being an atheist to New Age to Buddhism to Christianity, all over the board. My twin flame grew up as a solid, stable Catholic, but the underlying theme for the both of us is that we're both solely devoted to our spiritual practice. We're both devoted to God. So that is at our core.
Hmm, thank you. Anybody else want to share? Anything?
Yeah, I also feel like with kind of it being important of knowing like the complementary aspect of twin flames, because while you share the same core values, the way that you maybe pursue or express those might be a little bit different, but they are complementary because, you know, having that diversity, that complementing piece actually helps you expand upon that core value because you're both bringing things, to it and you're further expanding like your understanding of the core value that you share there. And I think that's why it's really important that we're not exact copies of each other. And I know that's something people get stuck on a lot is if their twin flame doesn't like all the same things as them, doesn't do all the same things as them. It's not about like the external, it's about that core value that you share and the way that they're interacting and expressing and embodying that value can actually help you expand how you embody that value.
Yeah, it's really beautifully put. Like, it's not something that we think of. We think of if, or we're taught in the world if someone is different that there's a conflict there. But like you said, like with your twin flame, absolutely not a conflict. It's they're first and foremost your greatest teacher, and you're their greatest teacher. So you're always teaching and learning each other. Shall we go to number 5?
Oh, I would like to
Oh,
add to what
yeah,
Abby was
please.
saying, something that came up. Something that happens quite regularly on the twin flame journey, in my experience, is age gaps. I know you have an age gap with your twin flame. I have a 17-year age gap with my twin flame, me being the older one. And I know that's a big kind of sticky issue, as far as how are you going to relate, being from different generations and all. And I kid you not, I don't even think of it anymore. We're so similar. I mean, we're both what he lacks in life experience, I have, but he also has that youthfulness that brings to the relationship. And we both actually uh, correspond in the same way. We're both youthful, we're both mature, and on the surface level, it would look like this does not work at all. But we are best friends and we get along so well. It's so easy. So if you have an age gap, don't let that deter you at all.
I can definitely attest to that, and you just stop noticing it after a while. Um, and I mean, there's many people with an age gap on the planet. If you look at the French president has a 20-year age gap with his wife, she being older. It's a beautiful thing. Like how you were created with your twin flame is very beautiful. You could have cultural differences. You can have what are some other differences? Cultural, religious, distance. right? Language differences. Of course, I think language, one of you has to learn the other one's language, or else you're not going to be able to connect. But that's, there's no block. Like there's no problem there at the core. There's no problem there. Let's move to number five. Um, Number five, your twin flame will value the same things as you when you both get clear. There's that word again. Get clear on your values. So like values being like honesty, commitment, trustworthiness, loyalty, like those are the values we're talking about. This is like going deeper. A good way to uncover a false twin flame is to get clear on your values with your partner. No true twin flame will avoid doing the work with you if you are sincere about doing your spiritual work and getting clear on your values. There's all these kind of conditional phrases here. If or when you get clear, if you're sincere, right? So I think a lot of people want to know who their twin flame is without going through this process. And I know that's hard because as humans, we want that quick fix. We we want to know now. And our culture of instant gratification kind of emphasizes this. But this, what me and the other women here are kind of communicating to you is it's a process. And it feels so much better to be part of a process where you can actually know the truth rather than go to a quick fix. Let's go to back to values. Um, would anybody like to speak to that? To, getting clear on your values and getting clear on your twin flames values. And maybe if you want to just speak about your own values, like how do you know what your value system is? Does anybody have any examples on how to tell?
Well, the piece that I wanted to also add to it was it's not only getting clear on your values, but also living by them. Because that was one of like my blocks. And I know that a lot of other people experience it where they have this value, but it seems like their twin flame is not doing that, upholding that value. And it can be really hard when you're not actually like looking within yourself and seeing how you're not actually upholding that either. Because I know like my problem was I used to always just kind of throw all my values away just to kind of keep my twin flame around. And, that's one way that you can kind of have that experience of your twin flame not sharing the same values as you is when you're not actually honoring them and upholding them within yourself. They can
Mm,
reflect that to you. And that, I felt like that piece was very important. But yeah, like getting clear on your values, it's a process of really getting to know yourself and also going really deep within yourself because values are very deep things. They're
mm-hmm,
not surface things. Like when you think about like making a love list, you're doing your values. Values are not what you want them to look like, the things you're going to do together. It's like loyalty, honesty, commitment, those deeper those deeper truths that you like really feel in your heart that are really important to you.
yeah, that's a really good point that you shared. And I actually experienced that too. Where I, uh, you know, once upon a time didn't have very high self-esteem, and up to even very recently, I was still kind of like settling. It's like where settling comes from. It's like, oh, I'll allow this behavior or this thing or this pattern to be there that I don't really like, but as long as I have my twin flame with me, like that was we had talked about doing a twin flame test taking and reaction because that was one of the questions on the twin flame test. It may get back up in a while, but uh one of the questions to determine whether you were ready for a union was like, how do you see each partner in the union as both contributing equally and doing their inner work, or is it okay for you to be in a situation where you didn't like everything, but as long as you had that person there, and that's all that mattered, right? And so, like Abby was saying, like your twin flame's going to amplify what's going on with you, and oh yeah, that doesn't feel good. And they do it more than any other person. Like we're all kind of mirrors to each other, but your twin flame, woohoo, they're your perfect mirror and they'll amplify what's there. And that's nothing to be afraid of or ashamed of, but just to understand the dynamic. And once you surrender to the dynamic, you can heal it. And Abby was also talking about a love list. And creating a love list, it's in this book if you guys want to get the book. But this will also help you get personally clear on your values. Like and not just vague values, but like make that list extensive. Like um if you value someone who appreciates like verbal words of encourage, words of praise, if you value someone who wants children like you do, or who values their family, like for me, since I'm 45 years old, like I can't have children. I also went through cancer, can't have the children, but I value family and my twin flame, I value him being a good father, right? So like that's really important to get clear on your values. And something I've learned that Jeff and Shalia also teach is like, how do you know what your values are? Easy way. It's what sort of things have happened in your life that really rock you, that like hurt, or that you're like, I will never ever do that ever again. Okay, so contrast. We call that contrast. Um, like when you have an experience or a relationship or a job or an interaction and you learn a lesson and you're like, that is not what I want. Mm-mm. And then if you know what you don't want, then you know what you do. Like if you're with somebody that lies and takes from you or doesn't respect you or doesn't honor you, then that means that you value honesty and respect, right? So the opposite. And so contrast isn't always a bad thing. Okay, we're gonna go to number 6. In yeah, definitely need to move on. 6, your twin flame will adore you at the core above all others. A false twin can have many more love interests, but your true twin flame will not genuinely ever love another human as much as they love you. You know you have left your twin flame long ago if you still sincerely love that person with your innermost heart, even if you find it intolerable to be around them. I think this brings up the question of like, what if you know this person's your twin flame, or you really have a strong feeling it is, and they're with another person. So I want to talk about that because like this is still true, but yeah, does anybody want to speak to that? Am I
I think I can speak to that because I've
sure?
had the experience myself. Um, you can love a lot of people in this life. You can care for them deeply. You can admire them and respect them. You can even really appreciate the time, the intimacy, the connection that you shared with a person. And I think with your twin flame, though, it's so much deeper than that because you're one, so you can never. I feel emotional, like I'm gonna cry because I know everyone knows this feeling. But when you look at everything that's happened in your relationship with them and you see all the pain or supposed pain that you felt and all the hurts and the betrayals and all the things that didn't go right and the things that weren't said and the things that didn't happen that you really wish did, and you just let that all go and you remember that deep down, like how pure and innocent of a person they are, like you'll always love them. You can't stop loving them. It's kind of stupid. Like you wish you could stop, but you can't. And when you feel that core, that truth of that love that never goes away, I think that's when you can know like that's your person. And you can date a lot of people. I think, through the revealing journey, people come and go. I myself actually had like God presented multiple people to me to explore and go deeper. And I think that's also part of getting to know yourself because it's this love, you can test it. You can really put it to the extreme test. Like you can do the worst thing possible, or what you think is the worst thing, or they could do the worst thing. And that's like nothing compared to the strength of your love. So when you find the core that never leaves you, that's your truth. And you don't need to hold on to it or cling to it, because it's just part of you and it follows you wherever you go, however far you go. So I know some people have been in separation for 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 years, and they still think of their person today. Yeah, this love is transcending everything. Like, you can't put it to the test of time or distance, age, health crises, cheating, marriage, like third party kids. Like, none of that is stronger than the love that you have with your twin flame.
Mhm. That's so
Thanks for letting me
beautiful.
cry. This is the second
Yeah.
time in like an hour.
Oh, well, it's a testament to, those of you watching, like, we really love our twin flames. Like, it's real. And I think what I just want to honor your vulnerability, Maya, and just say thank you for sharing, because like my heart felt that too when you were talking about your twin flame, and maybe the ladies here as well felt that, because we all know that feeling. And it's like you have such a beautiful way of putting that to words, and like it's true. It's no matter what has happened and what has been said, and no matter what has come, your true twin flame, you're always going to love them. And I think you said it so beautifully. And I just want to tell all the people watching, it's okay to love your twin flame. It's safe to love your twin flame, no matter where they're at, or what's happened, what you said or what they said, and what you did or what they did. I loved how you put it like that. Um, and truly, uh, you can heal any block. Like faith moves mountains. Like, you really can heal any block, and you can have support of the teachings of union. You don't have to do it alone. That was beautiful. Um, so this goes right into number 7. I'm going to speed up a little bit just because we need to be mindful of the time. But we'll continue the dialogue underneath the video in the comments. So if you really resonate with this video and you want to comment and ask us a question, please do so. Your true twin flame will always love you. You will know this when you tune into your heart center. So your twin flame will never abandon you in love, and will never truly withdraw their love. They cannot, because they are you. So sometimes there are blocks and challenges, third party situations, betrayal, ghosting, blocked, no contact, right? But they do love you deep down underneath. And that doesn't mean that you have no boundaries. And the moment that they show back up and send you a text, that you run into their bed or whatever, um, it does mean that you can relax knowing that they love you, and knowing that even if the threat of non-love comes and knocks on your door, that they do love you, and that love transcends everything. And it's a both way street. If you love them, they gotta love you in their heart, in your heart. Number 8, your true twin flame will always genuinely enjoy your company. True twin flames feel comfortable and relaxed in each other's honest and authentic presence. I want to speak to that honest and authentic presence piece. And when you're around, or if you've ever been around your twin flame, and you're triggered, or you have upsets, and there's fear coming in, and it gets amplified, you might not feel relaxed. But this is talking about when you come to peace and you're around your twin flame. It's like the easiest relationship in the world. It's so easy because they are your exact vibratory match. And number 9, when you meditate deeply within your heart, you can see if the person in question is an exact vibratory match to your soul's blueprint. So let's close and get this book, Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover. There's a lot of other stuff in it. I've got little stickers in there because it's so full of juicy content. I'd love to hear from these ladies if they have any parting words to share with you, any advice you would give somebody trying to identify their twin flame, or what helped you.
I would definitely say to like let it be fun, because it is a process. You're not gonna get like an immediate result or immediate answer, but that's not really like the point of identifying your true twin flame. Like if you were to identify whether or not the person was your twin flame, would that really impact whether or not you choose to move forward, or would that have any impact really on what you did with your life? Like if you're doing the inner work and you're loving yourself, why would you stop loving yourself just because you reveal someone as a false twin flame? Are you just gonna walk away from it? Like that's silly. Nobody's gonna do that. It's kind of like I found it really helpful too, is always to just kind of ask myself when I'm looking for validation or confirmation outside of myself, like, what am I trying to get from this? What do I think it's going to give me? And then you just give it to yourself. And it just makes it a lot easier, but the process can be fun because it's all about revealing and getting to know yourself. And then that's how you attract your twin flame to you. So it can be a fun process to get to know yourself and learn who you are and what you value, and then find, have your complement just be right there with you.
Yeah. Thank you. Anybody else have any advice that you might give those watching? I think I might have one. Like Abby said, like have fun with it. That's really important. Um, if you're here and you've watched all the way to the end, congratulations and bravo. Because you're our people. You're the ones who really value this work and really see the truth of the twin flame journey and are kind of ready to take that step. So if you are ready, if you're feeling like you're ready and you're ready to take that next step, um, try Twin Flame Ascension coaching. Um, if you want to try an introductory session, you can book that with me. But claim your support. Claim your support because this is really important. Like, this is the journey of your heart. This is the journey of your lifetime. And I just want to say thank you to the women here that shared their heart so openly and their wisdom and their experience together. And it's so nice to be together with others on the journey. So definitely take that next step. You can comment if you aren't sure where to start, and I'll help you. But I would say, like, if you want to get clear and you're ready to take that journey, like claim your support. Like it's you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to figure everything out alone. And it's important to have someone that knows the journey and knows the path, like guide you. And that's what I'm here for. That's what a few of you are here for. And um, that's why we're here talking to you, because we know how challenging it can be when you're alone and you don't have answers. And it's hard to figure it out on your own. So thank you so much. And thank you, ladies. And I will see everybody in my next video. Bye bye.